Hello everybody. In this audio lecture, we are going to read the acidity of phenols. We might accept the phenol would have about the same acidity as cyclohexanol since their structure are similar. This prediction is wrong. Phenol is nearly 100 million, that is 10 raised to power 8 times more acidic than cyclohexanol. Cyclohexanol is a typical secondary alcohol with a typical acid dissociation constant for an alcohol. There must be something special about phenol that make it unusually acidic. The phenoxide ion is more stable than typical alkoxide ion because the negative charge is not confined to the oxygen atom but is delocalized over the oxygen and 3 carbon atoms of the ring. The large part of the negative charge in the resonance hybrid still resides on the oxygen atom since it is most electronegative of the 4 atoms sharing the charge. But the ability to spread the negative charge over 4 atoms rather than concentrating it on just on one atom produces a more stable ion. The reaction of phenol with sodium hydroxide is exothermic and the following equilibrium lies in the right. Phenoxide anions are prepared by simply adding the phenol to an aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. There is no need to use sodium and potassium metal. Phenol was once called carbolic acid because its ability to neutralize common bases. Synthesis of alcohols. Introduction and review. One of the reasons alcohol are important synthetic intermediates in that they can be synthesized directly from a wide variety of other functional groups. In chapter 6 and 8 was examined the conversions of alkyl halide to alcohol by substitution and the conversion of alkene to alcohol by hydration, hydroboration and the dihydroxylation. These reactions are summarized here with reference for review if needed. Following this review, we will consider the largest and most versatile group of alcohol synthesis, nucleophilic addition to carbonyl group. So in this slide there is summary is given. First is in nucleophilic substitution on alkyl halide. As we know that we prepare alcohols by reaction of alkyl halide with the aqueous NaOH or KOH. So there is simply SN2 reaction is take place and our required alcohol is formed. Similarly, we have second example, synthesis of alcohol by alkene. So we can synthesize the alkene by simply their acid catalyzed hydration. And this acid catalyzed hydration follows Markovnikov rule. Second, oxymercuration, demercuration. And third, hydroboration, oxidation reaction. Similarly, we have dihydroxylation method in which we use osmium tetraoxide and KMnO4, that is cold dilute in medium, and we also use here peroxy acids which also form it into epoxide, and this peroxy acid converted into epoxide and after the hydrolysis it will form our diols. Our fifth example is addition of acetylides to carbonyl compound. So in this slide, if we use acetylide in carboxyl compound, then we also get the alcohols. The name of this alcohol is called as propergylic alcohol. Organometallic reagents for synthesis for alcohol synthesis. Organometallic compound contain covalent bond between carbon atoms and metal atoms. Organometallic reagents are useful because they have nucleophilic carbon atom in contrast to the electrophilic carbon atom of alkyl halides. Most metals M are more electropositive than carbon and the CM bond is polarized with a partial positive charge on metal and a partial negative charge on carbon. The following partial periodic table shows the electronegativities of some metal used in making organometallic compounds. We have already encountered one type of organometallic compound with a negative charge on carbon, that is sodium acetylide. Terminal alkyne are weakly acidic and they are converted to sodium acetylide by treating with an unusually strong base, that is sodamide. These sodium acetylide are useful nucleophile reacting with alkyl halide and carbonyl compound to form new carbon-carbon bonds. Most alkyl and alkenyl groups are not acidic enough to deprotonate by sodium amide, but they can be made into Grignard reagents and organolithium reagents. These reagents are extremely versatile, providing some of our best ways of forming carbon-carbon bonds. Next topic is our Grignard reagents. Organometallic compounds of lithium and magnesium are frequently used for synthesis of alcohol. These organomagnesium halides of empirical formula RMGX are called Grignard reagent in honor of the French chemist Victor Grignard, who discovered their utility around 1905 and received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1912. Grignard reagent results from the reaction of alkyl halide with magnesium metal. This reaction is always carried out in dry anhydrous ether solvent, which is needed solvate and stabilize the Grignard reagent as it forms. Although we write the Grignard reagent as RMGX, the actual species in solution usually contain 2, 3 or 4 of these units associated together with several molecules of ether solvent. Diethyl ether CH3CH2O CH2CH3 is the most common solvent for these reactions, although other ethers are also used. Grignard reagent may be made from primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halide as well as from vinyl and aryl halide. Alkyl halides are the most reactive halides, followed by bromides and chlorides. Alkyl fluorides generally do not react. The following reactions show the formation of some typical Grignard reagents. So in this example there is methyl iodide, or we can say iodomethane is taken over here, and we react with this iodomethane with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether solvent. So our product is methyl magnesium iodide. That is our required Grignard reagent. Similarly, we have an example of bromocyclohexane and we reacted with magnesium. Then we formed the product is cyclohexyl magnesium bromide. That is our required Grignard reagent. Similarly, with allyl bromide we form allyl magnesium bromide. Next topic is our organolithium reagents. Like magnesium, lithium reacts with alkyl halide, vinyl halides and aryl halides to form organometallic compounds. Ether is not necessary for this reaction. Organolithium reagents are made when and used in a wide variety of solvents including alkanes. So there are some examples, like if we have RX, any kind of alkyl halide, and we reacted with lithium, then first it formed lithium salt and it formed organolithium reagent. The electrostatic potential map of a methyl lithium is shown at left. The blue electron poor color of metal results from its partial positive charge, and red electron rich color of methyl group shows its partial negative charge. So this is the EPM, electrostatic potential map, in which we see that the blue color shows the electron poor, or we can say partial positive charge, and the red color electron rich color of the methyl group. Our next topic is addition of organometallic reagents to carbonyl compounds. Because they resemble carbanions, Grignard and organolithium reagents are strong nucleophile and strong bases. They are most useful nucleophilic reactions are additions to carbonyl, that is CO groups. Much like we saw the acetylide ions, the carbonyl group is polarized with partial positive charge on carbon and a partial negative charge on oxygen. The positively charged carbon is electrophilic. Attack by a nucleophile places a negative charge on electronegative oxygen atom. The product of this nucleophilic attack is an alkoxide ion and a strong base. Addition of water or dilute acid in a second step protonates the alkoxide to give the alcohol. Either a Grignard reagent or the organolithium reagent can serve as the nucleophile in addition to carbonyl group. The following discussion refer to Grignard reagent, but they also apply to organolithium reagents. The Grignard reagent first add to the carbonyl compounds, or we can say carbonyl group, to form an alkoxide ion. Addition of dilute acid in separate step protonates the alkoxide to give the alcohol. We are interested primarily in the reaction of Grignard reagents with ketone and aldehydes. Ketones are the compound with two alkyl group bonded to the carbonyl group. Aldehyde have one alkyl group and one hydrogen atom bonded to the carbonyl group, and formaldehyde has two hydrogen atom bonded to the carbonyl group. The electrostatic potential map, that is the EPM of formaldehyde, shows the polarization of carbonyl group with electron-rich red region around the oxygen and electron-poor, that is blue region, near the carbon. So this is the EPM model. In this the red region is electron-rich region and this blue region is electron-deficient region, or we can say electron-poor region.